It's recording. No.
Oh, I said her bed, huh? Can I change it to recline pyramid?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, welcome. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to your, is it 60 or 90? 90-minute yin class. My name is Krysta, in case we don't know each other. If something doesn't feel right in your body, please let me know. It's a yin class, so long holds still. So go ahead and start in, I said heart bed.
You can change it.
Okay, I'm gonna have you start in a reclined pyramid. On your backs. You can support yourself if you would like to have a heart bed, feel free. Take some deep inhales through your nose. Fill all the way up with air. Open your mouth and sigh out. Do 2 more of your cleansing breaths. And as you do so, take a moment to connect with your physical body. Feel the parts of your body that are touching your mat. Lengthen your breath and generate your ujjayi breath. In yin classes, there's 4 principles to the yin yoga practice. The first one is edge, the deepest possible stretch without causing injury. Ahimsa, no harm to yourself, no harm to your body. The second principle is stillness. Once you land in your edge, the goal is to be still. The third is time, meaning the amount of time that you'll hold each asana. Anywhere from 2 minutes to 10, 15, sometimes even up to 25 for some really deep stretches. And the fourth, which is actually the most important, is the release. So you release your pose super, super slow. And feel free to use props to support you. And go ahead and generate your sankalpa. Me use the phrase I am to create your sankalpa. Use any word that helps you create an optimistic feeling, a confident feeling, a friendly feeling, a loving feeling, a loyal. As you inhale, think I am, and as you exhale, feel the word you chose. See if you can lengthen your breath on each inhale and each exhale. Connect with your heart. Breathe in your intention straight into the center of your heart. And with your yin practice, there's always a little yang. So feel free to drop your knees to one side for your wide windshield wipers and go very, very slow. Explore your experience here now, in this moment.
Go ahead and hug both of your knees into your chest. And start to generate a feeling of love for you. Take a yang Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose, flow from side to side. And settle into a yin happy baby. So take your ankles and float your feet to the sky. So yin is ankles. Take your ankles and drop into stillness. You'll hold here for 2 minutes. Breathe into your inner thighs. As you do so, connect to your earth element. Feel a physical opening through your thighs and within your groin. And can you also create a mental opening to anything new that you may be experiencing? One more minute. Come back to your Sankalpa or your I am intention for class as you continue to hold. Bring your Ujjayi breath. One more really big breath in, fill all the way up. As you exhale, very slowly, Apanasana, hug your knees into your chest. Yang energy, rock from side to side. And as you rock, connect to your water element. Your water element connects you to your wisdom, connects you to your gentleness, your yin energy, and ahimsa, non-harm. And release into your next yin pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bottoms of your feet together, knees open up. You want to prop up your thighs right at your edge. Holding here for 7 minutes. This posture also works with your water element. So perhaps you could lengthen your Ujjayi breath and start to imagine the waves in the ocean ebbing and flowing. Create a slight audibility to your breath. And listen to the whisper of your Ujjayi breath, of your inner ocean. And see if you can become so still and so present that you can listen to your wisdom, to your intuition. Notice if any messages become available to you. Maybe messages about how you could love yourself a little more, how you could harm yourself less, how you could slow down. Remember that magic happens when we slow things down. When there's an urgency and a speeding and a yang energy, we tend to miss out on something. Let your Ujjayi inhales and Ujjayi exhales guide you into some messages, some answers. You have 5 minutes left here. If you want to deepen this pose, you could take Varun or Varuna Mudra by poking your thumbnail into your pinky fingertip. This is your water mudra. It helps to maintain moisture within your body. It helps to facilitate clear communication and also circulation within our physical body. Take a moment to check in, tune into your experience. What are you generating within your space, within the four corners of your mat for you? And how are you impacting those around you energetically? We have 2 minutes left. Very slowly in slow motion, start to slide your hands down to your outer thighs. And with the strength of your arms, help your legs together. Go ahead and take any yang movement your body's asking for. Recall your sankalpa for your class today, your I am statement. Remember that it can shift at any time. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock gently. Feel the flow within your rocking motion as you massage your kidneys into the floor. Connecting to your water element, your wisdom, your gentleness. Take your right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4. And go for a little yang, figure 4. So if you want to keep your right foot dorsiflexed, go ahead. And then take some rocks, really get into your right hip. Try to drop your sacrum down onto the floor. As you draw your left knee toward you, try to work your right knee away from you. Just continue to rock, continue to flow. As you get into your right hip, you're also working your wood element, which houses your liver and gallbladder meridians. And this energy center is responsible for our ability to feel compassion. It's responsible for our kindness and our generosity to both ourselves and other people. For today, focus on yourself. How could you be more kind to yourself, more generous? Where could you bring a little more compassion? You can choose to dive in and see what comes up for answers, or just simply focus on your Ujjayi breath and your Sankalpa. You switch sides. You keep your yang energy, your movement. You get into your left hip, working the same Wood element, liver, gallbladder, meridian on your left side. Compassion, kindness, generosity. Keep your yang energy, hug your knees into your chest. And whatever feels or however feels good for your body, make your way onto all fours. Maintaining yang and flowing into your cat-cow. Ground your hands. Remember, wrists can be in front of your shoulders. You're looking to have your pointer fingers face forward. Knuckle mounds grounded. Connect to your spine. Inhale, lift your heart up, lift your tailbone up. Feel a stretch through your abdomen. And as you exhale, push the earth away from you, feeling a stretch through the back of your heart, through your shoulder blades, your scapula. You can take the invitation to close your eyes and take your awareness inward. Or not. Remember, you can decline any invitation. Notice where you're holding on to any tension. Take any organic, intuitive movements to access the tension. Allowing your wisdom to guide you. The same wisdom that allows you to go with the flow. The same wisdom that connects you to your courage. Your next yin pose is Ekapada, half pigeon, right leg forward. If you want to bring your leg forward and through, you can. You can take a down dog to get there. Bring your prop, set up. Holding for 5 minutes. On your back and figure four. So remember, in yin, you want to relax your right foot. Be mindful of your knees always, no pain or pulling. Drop into your edge. Create stillness. And dive back into your wood element if you like. Exploring where can you bring more compassion, more kindness, and more generosity for yourself. And you're welcome to take the invitation to dive back into your inner child or not. And start to think about how you could bring more love for little you. And if that doesn't feel right for whatever reason, you just bring it into your current self. How could you bring more love for current you? Relax your hands. fingers, neck, face, jaw, throat. You're approaching halfway there. Being with your Sankalpa, or being with your wisdom on how you can bring more compassion, kindness, and generosity to you, any part of you. Two minutes to go. One more minute. Take a deep breath in, fill up, up, up. As you exhale, soften, sigh out. Plant your hands down on your mat, rise up to seated, move slower than you want to. Shift into any yang movement your body's wanting. Take your left leg into your half pigeon. Take your time. Ask yourself, what is my edge on this side? And remember, it's okay if it's different than that of your right side. Remember to take care of your knees. No pain or pulling. Kleenex, Amy. Kleenex. Okay, settling into your edge. Time starts now. 5-minute hold. Again, choose your experience. Create your space. You have the power. Be with your intention and your breath. Be with your inquiry on how to bring more compassion, kindness, and generosity to any part of you, a past you, your present you. Even your future you. Any whispers from your Ujjayi breath, how to bring more ahimsa, more kindness, more yin energy. Two more minutes. One more minute. Connect to any insights or learnings from this asana. Very, very slowly rise up. On this side, you can drop onto your left hip and make your way to wide-legged Shavasana. So drop down on your left hip, swing your right leg forward, go slow, 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 and land in your wide-legged Shavasana. Just let your whole entire back body melt down. Your next yin pose will be banana. So follow me here, legs are wide. Bring your right ankle on top of your left. Right ankle on top of your left. Be mindful of your right knee. If it's too much pull through your hip, you just let your legs rest side by side as close as you can get them. And if that feels okay, start to scooch your shoulder and head to the same side as your feet. So you want to take the shape of a banana. So Chantel, open your legs wide, wide, right ankle over left. There you go. And now move your head and shoulders toward Lula. There you go. Perfect. So you feel a really deep stretch down your side. Arms can be up, but they must be down on the floor. If your shoulders are too tight, just bring your hands at your sides, okay? You never want your arms to go tingly. You never want pain through your shoulders or hip or your top knee. Holding here for 5 minutes. You want to feel a deep side body stretch, targeting your psoas muscle, which connects through your thoracic vertebrae number 12 and takes up L 1 through 5, lumbar vertebrae 1 through 5. Then it spins around your hip and lands to the inner side of your femur bone, your thigh. One of your deepest core muscles, the vital psoas. Lots is relative to this muscle, physically, energetically, and emotionally. So you can hold space for your experience to arise from a witnessing point of view, just watching it. You're halfway there. One more minute. Very slowly release, slower than you want to. Back to your wide-legged Shavasana. Alicia, feel the length in your right leg. It's crazy, huh? Let your whole body melt down. Deep breath in through your nose. And aha, sigh out. Recall your Sankalpa. Or create a new one, right? These aren't written in stone. You can create a new I am statement. And then just as slow as you released, take your left leg over top. It's longer, hey, Sarah? Sarah was just measuring her legs to make sure the feeling was correct. Okay, drop into your edge. Remember, be mindful of your top knee on this side. It's your left knee. Be mindful of any pulling in your shoulders. If you have that, just bring your arms down. You'll still get the side body stretch. Good. Time starts now. Let your Ujjayi breath support you wherever you're going with this pose. You're halfway there. One more minute. Take a really deep breath in, fill up. Open your mouth, ha, sigh out. And set yourself up for your final Shavasana. You can use any props or not. Once you're there, just let your entire body melt down, no control. Allow your natural breath to flow. Soften your eyes. Soften the space in between your eyes. Separate your teeth. Let your tongue float back toward your throat. Just imagine that your yoga mat is a pool of love. Love for you, for all parts of you, past, present, and future you. Start to generate a feeling of love, intending it to fill every single cell in your whole entire body. You'll slowly start to awaken just a little bit to roll over onto one side. And staying in the energy of Shavasana in silence, you can very, very slowly guide yourself up to seated. And you'll make your way into forming a small circle around the middle of the room where I am here, just facing the circle. You can move your mat or sit on a pillow or a blanket. You want to be fairly close to one another. Krysta and I are going to stay on the outside of the circle, so really, really go tight, come in more. You have a piece of paper. So I'd like you to hold your piece of paper in your hands. Close your eyes. Holding your piece of paper. And you can ask yourself if your higher self can tell you 3 statements using the words you are, what would those statements be? Now, this is your highest self, your higher self, your highest self. Maybe things like you are loved, you are seen, you are good enough, you are heard. Once you have an idea of 3 statements in silence, keep your eyes open, take a pen, and write down your 3 statements. You are happy. Put your paper down and try to be, or just come into a meditative seat. Take your paper and pass it 3 people to the right. Let's keep passing it to the other people. Perfect. Now look at one statement on that piece of paper and memorize it. You are. Pick one. Got it? Okay, so how this is going to work, this is called an affirmation circle. So you're picking one, you are statement from that paper. And it has to be positive. Okay? So what you'll do is you'll sit in the circle with your eyes closed. When you feel a tap like this on your shoulder, that means you're going to get up. You're going to walk to each person. Put your hands on your shoulder, bend down, and whisper your statement into each ear. Walking mindfully, being present, whisper. Make sure you don't trip on anything. Connect, whisper. Okay, all the way till you return to your spot. Okay, and you whisper. Not like you are loved. Yeah, because everyone's gonna be with their eyes closed. So why are we doing this? You get to practice being present, bringing your energy in and connecting with your student, okay? With your fellow human. All right, so everyone come back into meditation, close your eyes. Connect to your heart energy. Start to feel the statement that you chose. You are. And as you hear the whispers, really take them in. Connect to the natural flow of your breath. Connect to your heart energy. You can bring your hands and place them over top of your heart to feed your heart with more love, more compassion, and more trust to believe all of those statements that you heard. Feel the energy within you. Connect to the people on either side of you. Feel the loving energy within the space. Deep breath in. Long, full breath out. And bow forward to close your focus. Namaste. Feel emotionally fed. Okay. Love. Breathe in. Thanks for doing it. So, teacher trainers, you can keep the silence and get your journals and revisit your question that was asked this morning, which was, how can you bring more ahimsa, non-harm or kindness into your life? And how can you bring more yin energy? Which you should know what that is by now. If you don't, you can check it out in your manual. And you, and Chantal, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Have a beautiful day.
Definitely. Yeah.